We are back. We're going to completely ignore all that technical hootenanny from earlier and just wish you all well. Red
I don't know what
Eye,
you're talking about. Nothing
Eurasia.
happened.
Nothing at all. We have always been at war with Eurasia. Um, we are Bearded Ramblings, Krendar, Walter, one of our guests, Red Eye, will be here soon, and your boy. Also get hearing myself feedback. If it could be Krendar, Walt, do you have headphones in, or is the audio coming out
I,
somewhere?
I do. Or I'm using headphones.
Okay, well, maybe I sometimes hear myself.
Maybe you have yourself open.
Well, I would be very surprised with that because it's a really, really, yeah, there it is there. It's kind of like a bat sort of thing.
It's a fast sort of thing. What?
Yeah, I can hear the end of my sentences. So it's like
Ah.
stuff like that, especially if I get really loud. I've moved my mic a little closer. Hi, I see you. Anyway, we are Bearded Ramblings. This is episode 96. We are almost at 100 and we still have problems like it's our first episode. Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing.
Beta. Yeah, have you guys been? Awesome, good, man.
Tired and sore.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've been alright. I recently got through She-Hulk, Lord of the Rings, and House of the Dragon. And House of the Dragon's good. The other two, shy. Varying degrees.
Oh, is the Rings of Power thing done already?
Oh well, no. The first two episodes, they're really leaving a lot to be kind of like, ooh. They have like a budget of $1 billion, and they look cheaper than some LARPers I've seen. What's
Wow,
going on?
nice.
Yeah. And the acting is
So you liking it?
I'll tell you one part I did like. They show Khazad-dûm before the dwarfs get all like dispersed and shit. It looks all Aztec-y and shit. It's very cool looking. Other than
Neat.
that, nah, I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it one bit. The acting's dull and lifeless. It's very slow and ponderous, but not like leading up to something as far as I can tell. It's only 2 episodes in, obviously. I would be a bit of a dick if
bit early to judge, totally,
yeah.
eh?
Same with She-Hulk. Although it does feel like this is just a requirement on the part of Marvel to make She-Hulk. I didn't give one fuck about that twerking thing that with Megan Thee Stallion the people were up in arms about. But oh, camera moved.
Here's a Red Eye here.
Yeah, I had a feeling. The camera moved and everything. Hiya, Red.
Cool, good talk.
Yeah, always good talking to you, man. Well, while I work out the several problems with our tech issues right now, Brenda, why don't you do the standard shill?
All right, well, I assume there's probably a goal somewhere, but I don't have that screen up, so I can't see what it is. Please contribute to whatever the goal is. Links down in the doobly-doo for various where you can find our guest and my all-in-one link of my Twitter, my merch, my YouTube, my Twitch, etc.
Awesome.
In yonder doobly-doo.
Do the doob.
Doobly-doobly-doobed.
So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Also, if anyone donates, I will do some arm curls because I like any excuse to work out now. I am one of those guys. Arm guys. No, I do like seeing the results. It's been pretty awesome so far.
Hey, does anyone know where they're trolling EDP based on? I think I heard I think it might have been Reddit.
Probably be Reddit, wouldn't it?
It wasn't on Kiwifarms. They were just complaining about it, mostly.
Yeah, I mostly found out about him through like other people talking about him, like say Charlie or rich from review tech, but this was well after it was done. I know whenever he sticks his nose out, someone's ready to bop it right back, which is awesome. Keep that shit up.
Yeah,
Um,
and they're also losing him his jobs though.
well, that's maybe don't like little kids.
I know the thing.
I
It's
don't feel.
funny they would. They wouldn't be able to like do that if he was actually on the sex offender list, but the fact that he's not is getting him fucked with constantly.
um. Uh. Well, he's kind of damned either way.
Yeah, I know. Who wants to
Like,
spend 3 years in prison?
yeah. I honestly don't know if I. No, honestly, in all fairness, I think he like because there's no like safety net in America for like there's no like social support, so he does need a job. So I guess that's yeah. I guess him losing a job would be bad. America doesn't need another homeless person, especially one with those sort of tendencies out in the street. Um, I can't. But I will say this: I don't feel sorry one bit for him. Like whatever happens to him, I don't feel sorry one bit.
I know. It's just, it's a pretty terrible fate. Pretty much any work he did in his life that
Ruined.
matters was related to YouTube.
Yeah. It'd be like if oh god, it would be like if it turned out I was still like a hardcore neo-Nazi, and afterwards Krendar would always be known as the guy who was with low energy videos, you know.
Yeah.
Poor Krendar.
And not that guy.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh man, I remember watching you on Bearded Ramblings, and you kind of look at them and like, I
Oh,
told
don't
you
worry.
before the
If
show.
you were like that, we wouldn't be doing this show together.
No, I mean like if it was really well hidden, like, and then it
Ah,
came out, someone like found me on like not it wouldn't be Sturmfronties. I was one of the fucking Patriot Front, which we actually have
it
some
would.
footage of the Patriot Front.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like that though, because those people who are like super hardcore about it don't hide shit. They're proud of it.
Yeah, but then there's always those fence skirters and shit.
Right, but they're the people that aren't hardcore.
Did
That's
anyone
true.
see how Boogie reacted to Kiwifarms?
No?
First he defended them, then he changed his mind.
Oh, Bug.
How does
Why?
he go?
Why?
He goes and defends the people that were making his life hell.
I think he was
And then,
like,
then he gets
well,
too much flack and is too much of a coward to keep his convictions.
Boogie doubles flip flopping on something? Say it ain't so.
Yeah, it was pretty
um,
perfect.
for the record, I do like Boogie, but yeah, that boy got some problems. um. Anyway, let's jump into something positive before we talk about negatives or anything in between. This is only out for a few hours now, so good chance no one's seen this. Up, and of course, make sure you guys are able to see it. That might help. Where's the bloody which one is which? Nation, capture. I used to have these. Ah, here we go. I think. That's it. Yay! Finally, the tech issues are done. Yeah, after Kharkiv got liberated by the Ukrainians, give them hell, boys. A monkey got out of the zoo. It was really enjoying itself, but then it started raining.
Got a little jacket.
Yeah, and it rushed over, desperate to find anyone who worked in the zoo to give it a jacket and then take it home. It got scared of the rain.
That's cute.
Yeah, there's other footage of it just walking down the street, like just chill as fuck. It's probably the most freedom it's had in years, if ever.
Having himself a little explore.
Yeah, a little bit safari, if you will. But
Get him a pith helmet.
oh hell yeah! Oh
I know
god,
that's potentially dangerous, but
oh god, he'd rip your face off for like a treat. Remember that woman who had to call up because her friend's pet chimp had basically mauled her face off because she wouldn't give him like a bit of sweets. It was like fucking mental.
They were
But
letting that thing drink. They really should not to have been doing that.
yeah, don't give don't give your don't feed the don't feed the apes in anything more than fruit. You know, it's probably not great for them. Anyway, I want to show this because fuck yeah. Look who it is! And look who they're calling out. Shout out to Marshall Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, a combination.
Oh my god, the lolcows are going to war with each other.
No, he what he does is he always comes out as friends. If he sees anyone he could try to be friends
For now.
with, but oh yeah, they just have to reject him or say no once, and you've made an enemy for life with Jared.
Or just ignore him.
How's it going, guys? It's your boy,
Be able to notice him.
Jay Juggernaut here, and I want to give a special shout out to a guy I just recently found out about from a friend. Shout outs to Gar. He told me about him, known as Marshall Mathers the Fourth, and
I just love how these universes are all joining together.
oh
It's
man,
the lolcow
this
singularity.
guy loves his Eminem. I was looking through all his videos, and holy shit, I have a lot of dry skin. We're not gonna be OCD and mess with that today, though. But I just noticed that extra bonus for you guys today.
Those laughs. I want every time. Everyone here watched Game of Thrones, right?
The original one.
Yeah. The
Saw
proper
the first season.
Then do you remember when Tyrion was in the sky cell and he tried like the cell that had just like the empty void of the air, and that big dumb guy with the blackjack, and every time no talking, he just smacks him for no reason. I wish someone was behind Jared, and every time he did that laugh, he'd just be like, "No laughing."
A little
No talking even. That
something
would be
to laugh at.
better even.
Oh yeah, shut up.
But no, this Marshall Mathers guy, bro, he is obsessed with Eminem, and for good reason, man. He's a great rapper, but holy shit, he's got a lot of videos on him. If you're into Eminem, he's the guy to go to. But
he actually doesn't like Eminem anymore because Eminem spoke out against Trump.
Yeah.
This guy, you know, you'd barely see people like this who just spit fucking facts and who get in your face about reality, the kind of truth that my haters can't handle.
The reality of him not being able to get with a girlfriend, and he admits that it would be wrong, but that makes him bitter and angry. Like, what reality does Marshall talk about? How he's an incel? That's true. I think that's fairly. I think we can agree there that
he bitches about how cars cost too much a lot because he wants a really nice one
to impress women, interracial women, if I remember right. He's obsessed with race. Oh, and how he wasn't raised in a city, and if he did, he'd have more respect. So he wished that he was like living in the ghetto.
I don't think he's excluding any races, but he did used to talk about black girls a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's Pimp Monk.
The evil Pimp Monk.
Yeah.
Well, back then he was saying he wanted a 15-year-old black girl who could fart and burp on command.
Yep.
So.
What is it with scummy people loving really scummy fetishes? Like, it's kind of like giant red flags. By the way, Red Eye keeps on popping in and out of existence.
Yeah, he's trying to fix his audio problem.
Oh, okay. I didn't read the chat. That's fair enough. Sorry
it's
about that,
not
folks.
in there. Yeah. Well, no, it is in there, but yeah.
All right. Well, I'll turn.
We're trying to figure out why we can't hear him.
Yeah. I'll turn his camera off then. Just when we hear him, I can turn it back on.
Yeah. That's why they're blue pill simps. This guy spits those mad facts, homie, you know, about how, you know, being a slave is dumb, you know, working a stupid job, you know, and just the truth about women, the nature of women, and...
Jared and Marshall, the greatest authorities on women ever.
How if you're a genuine guy, it's going to be extremely hard to find, you know, if not impossible to find a good woman. It's just the truth, man. You don't even have to be a black pillar to know that, you know, or to believe that. But yeah, bro, you know, subscribe to his channel, dog. Like, he's one of the real ones. And we need more people like that here on YouTube. I'm so tired of these blue-pilled simps, homie. You know
I'm
what
just
I'm
waiting for
saying?
the
It's
inevitable
just
feud.
they're so fucking.
What would you give if I checked and the next video was Marshall Mathers IV is a piece of shit or whatever is the title of it?
I was gonna ask, like, how long do you think it's gonna take? Like a week, maybe 2 weeks?
Actually, I could see these two being friendly with each other because Marshall probably wouldn't understand that Jared is like, well, just vile. He's just a slug man. But Jared just
They are
needs
both
any
vile.
friend. They are, but the thing with Marshall is that I think Marshall needs to find out himself a home, like an actual taken away by the state, and maybe almost like he's almost like a wild man who's like come out of the woods for the first time in 40 years. He's got to need some rehabilitation, you know. But
come to think of it, neither one of them has any kind of like ability to actually display real emotions either. Like Marshall Mathers is just like a sad robot all the time, and
He's
Jared tries to
definitely
act jovial, but it always comes off completely fake.
But he's definitely some level of autistic. Not that he's denied it or anything.
A high level.
Because they called him the next Elliot Rodger, and Elliot was pretty bad, according to people that knew him. It was really like exhausting to try to talk to him.
This is why I always think that at some point, if they can't interact the way like to a baseline degree, that there should be some sort of outside help that basically takes away their chance to like choose. That's a very un-American attitude, but I'm not an American, and in Europe it works out pretty great because we don't have these massive sprees.
I think his parents probably had too many kids. He was one of like, I don't know, he said it 7 or 8 or something.
Well, that's pretty rough, but I've known people who've had like 14 or 15 kids and they haven't turned out like him, so I would hope he used that as an excuse.
They probably didn't give him enough attention. I don't know.
Oh well, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm talking about the state. Like, did the teachers not go in and be like, "Hey, so I mean, it's America, so I really doubt it."
Can you?
Oh, there he is.
I'm
gonna turn you up though, but you're there this time.
Had to reboot my PC 3 times. Get the mic.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
Yeah, it took a hit with power last night. Power was fluctuating. They getting brownouts, and now my PC's broken. So thank you, energy provider. You fucking assholes.
So if there's anything you said to us earlier before you realized we weren't hearing you, we didn't hear any of it.
Right. Quickly, one thing about the Ukraine. There is a lady going around the Ukraine rescuing zoo animals. If you can find a way to donate money to her, please help her out because she is literally in a fucking war zone saving animals. She has got big cojones.
Yeah.
She's got big dangling Thatchers.
Big
sensitive
cojones.
These blue-pilled simps. And Mathers, you know, he's talking
care of that.
Yeah, sound good to me.
Yep.
Sorry about that, gentlemen. My apologies.
No worries. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
Talking about him too. He's got his haters, of course he does. He's a fucking real motherfucker. Of course he's gonna have those little bitches on his tail.
Happening here.
These people cannot handle fucking reality, bro. It's.
None of us deny what Marshall or Jared says is their idea of reality. We just know it's wrong. Like we understand what they're saying. We just are like, that's not true. You know, like it's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not. They think that we're like, "Pah, you speak gibberish." We're like, okay, we process that. This is how all these things are wrong. It's him who looks at us, the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Who can have.
I see what you were saying. I disagree.
Yeah. Also, like, if what he was saying was true, he'd be successful. Not successful. There's no conspiracy, because this is like on par with gang stalkers. There's no conspiracy. No one gives enough of a shit to have a conspiracy over Jared or Marshall or Lucas or Brett or anyone. You know, it's just you failing because you have some fucked up views on the world.
So sad how they just.
Pro tip for these guys: stop sitting in front of these electronic devices that can record the words you say and a video that can all sync up. And say these incredibly insane things like Jared and the 8-year-old's pure things like, no, society does not approve of that. Bad Jared, go to your room and stay off freaking internet. That's to leave. We're going to have to demolish the house then. He's no longer allowed to have a room. He's got to live out in the backyard.
Oh God, do you know? You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember when in South Park when Cartman got Cartman's mom got the dog whisperer in for Cartman, and like they need like they need the lolcow whisperer, and like
He's
Jared.
got to become the pack leader.
Jared does something that like his mother and father don't do anything about, and he's like, okay, hey Jared, I need to talk to you man to man. And while he's left, there's a bunch of people go up to his room. When he comes back, all of Jared's stuff is gone, even the bed. The room is just completely empty. And Jared's like, what the hell? It's like, okay, you will get these things back when you are a good little boy. Okay? 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 And then they close the door and lock it, and he's left alone in the room. No, they'll even strip him, and then they'll lock it, and he's just there on the carpet, sobbing and soiling himself.
Yeah,
And-
you got to do the bit where he starts like being
Nipping.
annoying, trying to get his stuff back, and then he starts going, nope.
Yeah.
You just ignore him if he's being a bad boy. We do not acknowledge the bad behavior.
Yeah, like, oh God, Jared's having a freak out because he can't get like his 12th box of pizza rolls for the day, you know? I was like, no, we told you, you can have one box if you're good, and you have not done anything on the list that we all agreed was good. Hey man, I'm a real man, first of all. No, you're not, in every way that matters. Second of all, with my help, you will never...
Lev, we gotta pull back on this. He's the dog whisperer is starting to turn into JF Holiday over here.
Oh, my little potato.
You know how the lion will shave its mane off to become a little kitty
acids.
cat and still think that it's a beast when it's not. It's a slave to the system. It's a fucking slave to the to its woman. It's a slave.
Oh.
Lower it down.
Slave to everything, and it can't see that, because it doesn't have the mirror in front of him to see that it's a fucking kitty cat. That's just how it is, bro. But
he's like the literal
it's funny.
Anyways, dog, I just wanted to give a shout outs to Marshall Mathers, but I will say this to Marshall Mathers the fourth, bro. I don't see you as a black pillar. I don't see you as one of those cringy neckbeards that constantly quotes the Joker, and lives on 4chan. To me, bro, you're just based. You're about that red pill life, and I've spoke on this before. Red pill.
He's comparing him to Andrew Tate.
He's so based that he goes on about how he wants Kanga from Winnie the Pooh.
Pilled incels, dude. Is basically the new punk rock.
Didn't he want a bunch of princesses from Disney? The exact type of woman from Disney.
Yeah, that was in one of my videos recently, I think.
I mean, then
want to be, dude.
At least Kang is a grown-up, right?
And when it comes to the word incel, it's like it really doesn't mean a whole lot in terms of if you're getting any. It's just a subculture, bro. I personally think there's a lot of incels who do get laid. You know what I mean? It's just they're incels. That's
by definition.
You don't even fucking understand what incels are, Jared. You dumb fuck. You dumb. This is a great example. This is a wonderful example of just how dumb this motherfucker is. He doesn't even understand what a fucking incel is. Do you know?
He's kind of using the classical definition, actually.
Celibate, dipshit. Celibate means not having sex. You dumb fucking idiot. Oh, this guy is so stupid.
Have you ever seen the threads of incels after they've gotten laid? And it's like one is like, I'm going to regret this, and I know you guys might be angry. I'm going out on a date with this girl.
By the way, Jared.
And then next one afterwards, he's like, guys, I think I had it all wrong. I don't think we look at women normally.
Yeah. Hey, Jared, guess what I did yesterday? I had sex with a woman, and it was fucking awesome. It was just, it was great. It was awesome. You probably don't know what that's like, do you, Jared? Because you probably fuck your pillow.
Oh, we all know he does. We've seen his plushies in very erotic positions on his bed. We can put two and two together and make it.
That's the label they have.
What was Walter saying about a classical definition, though?
Oh, yeah. Do you know Marian Shiklich, Governments Get Girlfriends?
No.
Oh, okay, he's the guy who thought the government should give him a girlfriend. He was from
Oh
Croatia,
yeah,
and then he wanted his
What?
mom to have sex with him.
Whoa.
government
And
issued girlfriends.
he'd always go onto the incel site and just like yell about how they get the definition wrong. He's like, no, it doesn't mean you're not an incel just because you've gotten laid, you idiots.
Oh god, I remember. I think it was either Dragnut or Black Eye TV had Lucas on,
They've just gotten more
and
extreme with their definitions. Yeah.
and they asked him about government issued girlfriends, and he kind of started going, "No, that's weird." And then afterwards, Lucas was like, "Well, maybe I don't know if they consent to it as some sort of like payment program." Very communist, by the way.
Listen, let's think about this for a second. Government issued stuff they have not got a good record of giving the citizens what they need. I would probably take a pass on a government issued girlfriend.
I mean, imagine being the girl. It was like the government says you have to go shack up with this guy now because we said so.
Oh my god, it is! It's the hentai dropouts. Whenever a girl in the high school would have low grades, the government would give them out as these gifts to the really well-to-do guys who could just like fucking destroy them in any way publicly. And the girls would love it because secretly they were all sluts, including using them as public urinals, which like they were actually built into the walls. They weren't actually like peeing on them; they were just like fucking them in the bathroom. Which talk about like some fucked up ideas of what women are, but also like just this is kind of the same idea. No, like there shouldn't be a government issued girlfriend. There should be you respecting women and also respecting yourself. You know, like how about you start by loving yourself and admitting that you have problems?
Yeah.
And
Although
it's okay.
I have to say, Gage really nailed this one in chat. The government issued girlfriends would be called girl feds.
Girl fed.
And it all started with
Did they come in a box like in Bicentennial Man, and they have to read this government issued speech?
feminists. You know, feminists started that label, incel, and you know the crazy purple hairs and shit like that. But, anyways, I don't know.
Yeah, Gage has a point. Whoever's typing right now, it's pretty loud.
Yeah, please turn off the earthquake setting on your keyboard.
Oh, I guess.
What I was talking about, bro. I'm on a fucking off pattern now, guys. Things are a bit sketchy right now, but just bear with me.
That mug's too cool for you. Take it away.
This
Things are a bit
happens to me
sketchy
a few
right
times
now.
a year. I'll cycle,
and all the
you
other
know,
times also.
slowly getting up like an hour later each day until I fully
Is that his pony jar back there? Are we gonna have Justin Wang looking at some Jared stuff in the near future?
No, don't you dare
Oh, God.
ever talk about that fucking jar. This is why the
24
internet
hours,
may be a bad idea. That jar.
It sucks, man. It really
I
does.
have no idea what you're talking about, but I feel like it's probably for the best that way.
Yeah, you're gonna stay innocent.
No, fuck it. Let's ruin him right now. Let's tell him what it is. All right, there is a jar on the internet, right? And it's got a little, what is it, a little My Little Pony or something in it?
Mm-hmm.
But what's also keeping the My Little Pony company in that jar, you may ask? Well, I'll give you a hint. Tadpoles. Little tiny wrigglers. Are you getting where I'm going yet?
These are figurative tadpoles, right?
They look similar.
No, they're
microscope.
little, yeah. They're a lot smaller than a tadpole. Similar, you know, little tails, wiggle, wee. Can cause pregnancy.
With their own creamy liquid.
Yeah,
yes.
And think about the creamy liquid, and I have just eaten, so I'm going to have to be very careful as I say this. Think about there is one of the guys the guy who did it was freaked out about the jar being found. I wonder why. He was like 17 or whatever, or 18. So he put it behind, I think, a radiator or the fridge, and he didn't realize the back of the fridge gets really hot. So when it was found, well, it's mostly made up out of semen's mostly made up out of calcium and protein. You can kind of guess what happens when you leave that to rot and heat. And
Tasty.
I'm sure it'd be very good at fixing cracks in your wall. It looked quite solid.
But it is what it is, and tired Jared is what you're gonna get today. So I apologize
Not
for
as
that, guys.
creepy as Jared, though.
Anyways, I think
tired
I pretty
Jared
much
is what you're
said
gonna get today.
everything I
When the
wanna
fuck does he
fucking
ever
say,
actually
so
have energy?
Shout outs again to Marshall
When
Mallard
he
support.
threatens people, he
Keep
threatened
doing your
Keemstar.
thing, homie. You know, I heard you just got a
that's
job.
funny.
Good luck with that, bro. Do what you gotta
That
do.
is
You know,
sad.
because
He said he's got to go to Keem's
nobody
house.
wants to be homeless. I mean, that's not fun. If anything,
Okay,
just
Wings
go
of
off the
Redemption,
fucking
whatever
grid
you-
if that
whatever you
happens
say.
and say fuck you to society.
And then that was the last
That's
time we
my
ever heard
plan.
from him ever.
If I do become
Keem's a businessman now. He just have him fucking arrested and sued into the next dimension.
homeless, for all my haters who think you guys, I just have to say this. You're fucking hilarious if you think I'm gonna be on the streets, you know, sucking dick for crack or some
What the
bullshit.
fuck?
Yeah, you fucking
Hell no.
will
Why
be.
the fuck?
Yeah, you can't look after yourself and your parents are old. What are you gonna do for money?
Yeah, when your parents die, Jared, someone's gonna come along because there's gonna be bills to be paid. They're gonna take that fucking house, and you will be fucking homeless, and you will be sucking dick for cheeseburgers and fucking crack, just like you said. This is a prophecy. You have just created your own prophecy, Jared. You have
He's gonna be the
foreshadowing
next
anybody.
Lucas. He's gonna be the next Lucas. I'm calling it now. He is. Everything is lining up
Yeah.
just right.
My
Mhm.
God, I really
Yep.
like this. Ethan Ralph was just tweeting out about how he's nothing like Kiwifarms. Remember how this guy went out to Chris Chan and knocked on the door of everyone on that fucking floor?
Oh God! Do you remember
Oh,
him just getting
damn.
beaten the shit out of on the street?
Yeah.
And then he
In
made fun
Portugal.
of who was the guy who was in the ring and he got knocked out in like 5 seconds.
Warski.
Yeah, and then he was making fun of Warski, but he had glass houses, okay, glass fucking houses.
I tell
Would I
you though,
settle?
what Warski got himself massive amounts of fucking promotion.
Oh,
I read an
sure.
article of Warski. They interviewed Warski in a really big fucking paper in England and all over the world. People talked about that shit. He's fucking, he got his ass kicked, but here's the difference between him and let's just say Tonkasaw. Warski showed up to the fight,
Yeah.
right? And he walked into the ring and he had a crack at it and he got his ass handed to him. And you know
Like
what?
Wotax.
But good on him for fucking following through. And he would have earned bank for doing that, dude. He would have earned a fair whack of cash for rocking up and just showing up for that.
You know,
I'm guessing.
KSI said that the next one is he's just outright stated it. The next fight was like that. It's just going to be just solely for promotion. Within an hour, someone's subscribers, whatever platform we're on, are probably going to go up by 2 million. Just like that. It's insane. And all you have to do is get punched once or twice. You don't even have to win the fight. I'd fucking do
Man.
the dive for that.
Why are people paying for this crap? I still don't get it.
I don't get it either. But if it's
I say as someone who actually likes boxing when it's good.
It's kind of like the Paul brother that's getting into wrestling. Like, I'm really surprised, but apparently he's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't doubt it.
Pimp
He's quite an
has
athlete.
watched him, and Pimp says the kid's got chops, and that if he gets into the industry, he may well become a professional wrestler. Because he was flying off the top rope, apparently, like he owned the place. So, which is pretty amazing if you think back and have a look at what those brothers have done over the last few years. It's redemption stories are great. Warski, his redemption, he got over his drug addiction, got in the boxing ring, and got his ass kicked, but he's clean, and he would have earned bank. So good on you, Warski.
Which one of the brothers recently called out Andrew Tate? Because I thought that was like, wow, I thought that he'd have been kind of siding with
I
him.
hope it's the one that's, well, both of them fight, so wouldn't it be great if they get Andrew Tate in the ring and beat the absolute living shit out of that
No, he
wanker?
actually said he wouldn't give him the time of day, and he's wondering why a lot of people he does. Yeah, he said a lot of people he knows and respects are giving him the time of day. He's like, Andrew Tate is a very toxic and dangerous man, and I don't know why people are giving him...
Smart boy.
Yeah. I gotta say, I think they're growing up. I think they're fucking growing up.
They got PR people that give a shit about them and their future and their own earnings, because they know that their future earnings are attached to whatever these guys earn. And if you can get 15% of a WWE contract, chef's kiss.
Speaking of these boxing matches, you guys remember when Asterios was in the ring that one time?
That one's not ringing a bell.
I forget who he was fighting. It went about the way you'd expect, but he did it.
Fair fucking play.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's watch the last of, thank Christ, of this fat boy today. Look who it is. It's Ben Pye. I told you we'd get on the show at some point there, Grendar.
Hey. It's got a new look.
Yeah, he's really taking care of his hair these days. Christ.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Ben Pye here. Let's go ahead and laugh at Jared Genesis, because it's the only thing we got going on in our sad lives, so... Alright, let's watch a video. Look at him, he's so stupid.
Got the laugh right.
Pretty close.
Look at him, he's just... Wow. Just... I don't know. So stupid, bro.
No, they have criticisms for you, man. Maybe address them. We've got criticisms. You want to make a video where you have like a t-shirt over your face and you make fun of me?
This is great commentary. He sounds like A-Log.
Don't think like me. That makes him an idiot. Just look at him.
No, we don't think you're an idiot. We think that you like little kids. That's what we think.
No, we think both things.
Oh, that's true. That is actually true. Yeah, we do think both things. But what is like? You could be an idiot and still a good person. But you can also be an idiot and like look. That's a great thing. It's the A-bomb. You can always drop at any time, no matter what this guy will always say. You're always like, yeah, but you like little kids, so what? What do we do with this information? Are you going to address it? Are you going to talk about it? And whenever he does, he fucking doubles down on it. So yeah.
The way he has his own thoughts and opinions that don't match mine.
Oh, Jicky, get on it.
And that's why I get so triggered.
Not in that way.
God, I hate this Jared Genesis.
She's too old.
Yeah. At least someone will be
so annoying. Look at the way he's not a simp like me. I hate that.
Ben is a simp. Is he? Okay, let's break down how Ben is a simp. Number one, he has a successful podcast, tons of friends. He dates fairly regularly. Has a cute dog, very important, that factor. And he seems to have like he's enjoyable to be around.
Yeah, and he has a Gibson guitar.
Ooh, he does.
You would cry if you saw it, Jared. It's that gorgeous and beautiful, and it's so out of reach for someone like you because you'd have to go and earn a little bit of money.
He has drums, but he uses them as a table.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, this guy's sitting there putting shit on Ben. Ben's doing his thing, and Ben's not attracted to fucking 8-year-old children.
Hey, told
so
you, it's always that little, it's that exclamation point always at the end. You can toss to anything about Jared. Jared could literally have the cure for cancer, but be like, yeah, but dude, you like little kids.
Oh, looks like we've got some Jared Simpson chat. Hello, children.
The specialist of all flakes.
The way he doesn't grift.
What's it like to worship
God
a giant
damn you,
pile
Jared
of lard
Genesis. Why can't I just be fucking red pilled like you?
that occasionally farts that it sounds like no language? Like it
Words.
must be very strange. Unfortunately, deeds too. Let's move up the table just a little bit to our Boglin boy.
He's really got the shirtless video thing in common with
What the hell is this? I think there's some competition, man. I think there's some competition.
Cro-Magnon man. What the goddamn
I love the
fuck?
expression on his face. He looks shocked by something.
What?
I think he wasn't meant to turn his stream on. You know how hard it is to accidentally turn on OBS or whatever, even YouTube. It gives you multiple things like, do you want to start? Are you sure you have everything? Like, but look, it's only 7 seconds, and he's like, wait,
Somebody dyed their hair black.
Yeah, you did. that's the whole
I didn't even hear what he. I didn't hear anything there.
Someone dyed their hair black.
What happened?
So we were explaining before you showed up.
Jesus Christ!
So Cobes, Cobes basically said that he would do his hair black for Hold on, we just have to have this up on screen while I'm mentioning this because it's just perfect. Look how glorious it is. It's amazing. I love it. I love him. He reminds
So
us.
good.
He reminds us of the human condition in all its forms.
He needs to be on the set of a caveman movie right now. Just don't touch him. Just
the
put him in front of the
cavemen.
camera.
Where are they now?
Give him a flint-tipped spear, an animal
was
loincloth, and just and start filming him because you've got a caveman documentary, right? Look at this guy.
What was the name of that caveman movie that Pauly Shore did?
Encino Man.
Oh, and
Yeah, this is Encino Man 2 right here.
Unga bunga. Like he read, if I remember right, he didn't want this to come out because he didn't want to be shown to have blackface on. That's what he was terrified of people saying. That is not what we saw when we looked at this.
No, I didn't think that.
Yeah, that's where his mind went to.
No. Like, good on him for at least being worried about it. It shows that he's got some shred of self-awareness, which is kind of amazing when you think about everything he's fucking done on the internet. It's like,
Spectrum Man.
There's just this tiny little... Troy.
I mean, lol cows have a history of being tricked into blackface, I think.
Oh, that's true. Also, or else they
Yeah,
don't give
good
a fuck,
point.
like Catboy.
But good on him
Yeah.
for at least giving a shit about something like that. I'll give him a point, but my God, he just looks... I just want to put him on a movie set and film a caveman documentary. And he's
A
Yeah.
moment
the
in our
lead cave dude.
lives, and it's just this framed on a wall somewhere. You know?
Just want to make a movie and call it Cave Dude and have him star in it for whatever. I don't care what the movie's about.
Doesn't
just
have
needs
to be
Coves
about
looking
it. It
like
could
that.
almost be like Big Brother, but with him just going throughout his day.
Look,
Yeah,
we
this
could
is
tell a story of how humanity discovered pizza, maybe, and use Cobes as the caveman that made the first pizza.
That's been his best look in a while there. I didn't know he had that much hair.
Let's go. Here we go. Addressing the hate. Look at that. It actually looks clean.
That level
it looks clean. Yeah, this is
Impossible.
Why, I know, because it actually was, because you have to clean it to dye it.
What's up, YouTube?
Fish lips.
Oh, he's got the black.
People are calling me a fucking scammer because I didn't film my hair dye video live. Well, to be fair, I did not get the money I asked for that. And I decided that was stupid to charge people money for that in the first place. And second of all, because
I decided it was stupid to charge after they didn't give me the money already.
Black hair dye all over my fucking face and trying to film that in 2022 and be goofy like I did with the original hair dye
Man, how do you
video
fuck up dyeing your hair?
Twice now for him.
isn't gonna work.
I mean, the first time he tried to dye his hair when he
People
didn't
might
have any.
mistake it as you're doing blackface. They would take it to that level too. They'd race bait it, like you know what I'm saying. And I'm not giving them that fucking satisfaction. And people are like, you scammed people. I'm like, well, first of all, I didn't make the money I asked for, so I did it for free. And second of all, avoid the whole potential race baiting bullshit with that. And third of all, it's already been done like once, you know. And fourth of all, you still got a video out of it.
Fourth of all,
you know.
you did.
I filmed myself for a brief minute with the dye all over my fucking face. You know, someone, like, people calling me a scammer can fuck off.
He's just gonna get super defensive now.
Always.
But yeah, I dyed my goatee, and I found a spike collar that has black spikes to match the new hair. No, it's the truth, YouTube.
So that we can't see them? Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't like the way the hair dye video was being filmed, so I deleted it.
when has that ever stopped you before? You've done cooking videos where we haven't seen the bloody grill.
Film like the last 4 to 2 seconds of it or whatever before I hopped in the shower. And then finished washing out the dye and using the conditioner that came with it.
This is just him gonna be now. Yeah, that's the whole story, and he's going to, you know, it's going to be brought up again in the future. I guarantee you, when he needs money fast. I wonder what color. Oh, you should have pink. I think you should do. I think we should have a pink Cobes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Before we get into one of the other things that was on the thumbnail, Kabupi, Dark Brandon's rising.
And just to follow up on a previous question, how do you expect to work with Republicans if they won't even acknowledge you as president-elect?
They will.
No.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans threatens the very foundations of our republic. Democracy.
It really did scare them. I love it. They were terrified of being caught. Yeah, they were not expecting old dumpy Brandon here to fucking call them out, and he's like, "No, you're a bunch of fascists, and you threaten America."
You see, Trump's replies like he's basically playing the victim card now.
Is that the one where he said mean? Or like, why does everyone have to be so mean? But that was a few days prior.
No, this is the one after the raid, and he's basically saying this president's the most evil president the fucking world has ever seen. It's like,
well, evil doesn't see itself as evil. You know that, right? Like Hitler didn't see himself as evil. Trump doesn't see himself as evil.
Yeah, he thinks Biden's the devil though, and just the way he was carrying on. What I can't wait for is when Trump eventually. This is now. Allegedly, they found a bunch of documents that should have been with the presidential archive.
Yeah.
Now, who boosted up and strengthened the penalties for the crime of buggering off with sensitive documents from the American government while he was the president? Donald Trump did. Now, what would be a glorious, delicious piece of irony is if they fucking nail him to the wall. There may be a little bit of a thing there where he won't be allowed to run for the president ever again. And he'll probably end up in prison for longer than he would have been if he didn't strengthen those fucking laws. So I hope he gets nailed by those.
Hell, he would have lost the election either way, but he did lose
My
the election.
God. Yeah? There should be an age limit that just keeps him from doing it by now. He shouldn't need to be investigated for that.
It's
all right. So instead, I'm sure you guys have been paying attention.
Hello, Edgelord.
To watch. Hi, TJ. I'm sure you've been hearing about the Kiwifarms stuff and everything. Keffel's getting called back enough times that the whole channel, the whole website.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with what's happened with Kiwifarms. So I'm not up to date. Give us a quick breakdown of what's happened. Is it dead? Did someone shut it down?
Yeah, it's gone. Like it'll be back, and you can imagine the trolls and the transphobes and the fucking schizo doxers are kind of running around with their heads like going, ah! But I do like this take of TJ, which is not like well, actually here I'll let him say it.
Keffels, the unstoppable force, the trans tornado, has, after less than a month of non-stop agitating on Twitter and in the media, succeeded in getting Cloudflare to cease its support of the lol cow milking forums known as Kiwifarms. If one attempts to visit Kiwifarms at the moment of this recording, They will see a message that simply reads, "Blocked! What happened? Due to an imminent and emergency threat to human life, the content of this site is blocked from being accessed through Cloudflare's infrastructure."
And
Threat to human
And
life.
then there
What the
is
fuck?
a URL.
yeah, they've drove people to commit suicide more than once.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and doxed out really personal information. People have lost jobs. People have had to move home. Keppel's had to move her place. But also another neo-Nazi group, I think out of Australia or New Zealand, got their channel taken down, their website taken down, because they were also on Cloudflare. So yeah, like this was a fucking bombshell, and it's gonna have some
Linking
ramifications.
to a blog wherein Cloudflare explains its decision by essentially saying that they believe Kiwifarms has escalated its rhetoric in the past 48 hours to the point where they present an immediate threat to human life. Now, Kiwifarms was already implicated in several suicides and other acts of violence and harassment well prior to the last 48 hours, so this rationale makes little sense to me. It's far more likely that Cloudflare made an optics-driven business decision once they realized that Keffels and her followers were not going to get bored and turn down the heat. And I'm sure Kiwifarms will return, and that Keffel's battle against them will rage on for a long, long time, much to the entertainment value of everybody who's looking. Nonetheless, it's impressive to see what was accomplished here. I do have to say, though, that I do worry a bit about a world where humanity thinks that it can simply sweep all of its ugliness under the rug. Don't you? We've surely seen by now, especially in the United States, that when you silence a person, whether you do it for noble reasons or not, that person is likely to find a new and more extreme way of being heard. That's why we're all worried about a white nationalist or an incel bursting into the supermarket as we're trying to buy groceries for our family and blowing our brains out so they can get the new high score and dominate the news headlines for a day or two.
Marshall.
Assuming their kill count's high enough. We've seen so many lost people on the fringes of society who give up on life and rage through stores and schools and businesses and houses of worship with assault rifles shaking in their fists and justifications buzzing in their heads. Why do they do it? I think a big part of the reason is often because they feel unheard. And I worry that as we move more and more towards deplatforming and censorship as the ultimate solution to our problems, we risk the creation of more violent sociopathic narcissists with nothing to lose who view mass violence as their only megaphone, their only recourse. On the other hand, I fully acknowledge that if you allow such people to speak freely and openly, they do nothing but preach corruption and cruelty, spreading hate and maliciousness wherever they go, encouraging mass violence and doing their best to make it state-sponsored and codified. Still, I believe that it's strongly incumbent on us to change their minds, not just shut them up. Because let's remember that the fringe of the right wing and the mainstream of the right wing have less space between them now than ever. Which means that the fringe only needs to moderate itself a little tiny bit to become mainstream. And the mainstream needs to only become a modicum more extreme to become fringe.
Yeah, the sort of like moderate conservative is kind of a dying breed at this point now, isn't it?
I think he's probably got a good point about these groups being pushed into violence and stuff sometimes.
True.
Or at least the risk of it.
Oh yeah, but I have a feeling that the people who actually go out and do it would have done it anyway, and now they just have an excuse. Well,
I don't know. Like they might have felt like being able to rant and say what they wanted and have a platform was enough. But now that that's been taken away, it's like the last straw kind of thing.
Yeah, but then the other last straw would probably be like, I don't know, the first trans president. You know,
I mean, there's the potential either way.
Just look at how much all these people are hurting Marshall by telling him he's based and stuff like that.
Yeah, like if like I said, if Marshall was currently like yeah, and that's most people like if Marshall was in like a hospital somewhere where someone was just guiding him through all basically the de-incelification process, like just basically bring him back to reality. That'd be great. But not everyone can do that, and not everyone is like Marshall or even like Jared or that. You've got like say Nick Fuentes. If Nick Fuentes has a little bit more spine, he'd probably already be dead from a mass shooting that he himself instigated. I could see that. But he's so much of a coward that when the police do eventually break down his door, and if it's live streaming, he will give the girliest scream and hide underneath his desk. And I hope, oh God, I hope that's recorded. I hope that's like a live stream. He's answering some questions like, oh, I think Destiny's pretty great. He actually hung out with Destiny recently. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Destiny, what has become of you?
Oh man, Destiny, that's an old name. I used to watch him stream StarCraft.
Oh, he's gone off.
Fuentes talked a bit of shit about Destiny's missus.
Yeah, saying that she's
it got a bit weird, yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, she came in apparently with some singers, and he said, "Thanks, Mom." And then she's apparently got on Twitter saying, "Oh, it looks like fucking Fuentes has got a mummy thing for me." And Fuentes is like raving about it on his show. So, Jesus Christ, really, Nick? Just
what I want to know
away,
is, okay, so Destiny has streamed StarCraft, but has Destiny ever streamed Destiny?
Ooh.
I couldn't tell you. Oh, this was so long ago, actually. If you ever get the chance, you should watch his XJ9 series. It's like 4 hours of him talking to this kid, or longer maybe, who is just a nut job. Like, he'd be a lolcow nowadays.
Skip. Like I do like.
And as a result of this nightmarish reality, horrible things have been befalling trans people all across America, as blatantly bigoted hate legislation has been passed in numerous red states which victimizes trans people on systemic levels that no mere hate forum could ever hope to achieve.
But of course they feed back into each other. You know, like the right-wing politicians. The first one in nearly 200 years recently got arrested. It's not just the Civil War. No, he got arrested. He got kicked out of office because of his actions on January 6th. The first one, like it hasn't happened since the Civil War. It's pretty fucking brilliant because it sets a precedent, a recent precedent. But that guy was on alt-right forums talking about, you know, how Hillary and Bernie and the Jews and black people and Obama and all that shit, and you know, it feeds into each other. We're gonna look at some Patriot Front guys in a bit too, who are just the larpiest motherfuckers.
And these pieces of legislation have been cheered by mainstream figures in the right-wing media, as well as popular so-called alternative media figures. Trans people in the United States, and globally of course, but I'll focus on my own backyard here, find themselves in the eye of a hurricane with hate factions swirling around them, seeking to codify limitations to their freedom, to besmirch them.
I didn't even know there were turfs on Kiwifarms.
To brand them as a social cancer and to normalize bigotry and bias against them to the greatest extent possible. And this is all being done
I guess they
for
wouldn't
the
really be in the
simple
Lucas
cause
Werner
of drumming
thread.
up votes, so that the people of this decaying nation
like
will
4chan.
continue to
It's
prop
a
up a
big
system
website.
of two-party electoralism
Or
that has for decades or more failed to address the basic needs of the
Yeah,
electorate
each thread's like
in
a
any
different
fundamental
forum,
or
kind of,
transformative
mostly.
way. So we now have President Joe Biden, who was elected in the
fight like Keffels, yeah, because he's pro what she did. He doesn't want to like say, it's just saying it's like putting a band-aid over a major problem. This doesn't fix the problem. It just shows that there's enough people willing to fight for it.
year, and the whole world suffers. And I suppose my question to all of you is, when are we going to see these issues tackled with the same aggression and ferocity that Keffels brought to the Kiwifarms debacle?
Yeah.
When are we going to see a united front of unwavering and inflexible people demanding change on these issues and never shutting up for a second until they get it? I personally hope that Keffels will use her current momentum and the obvious natural leadership qualities that she possesses to take on some of these larger...
She's currently hiding. That's where she is right now. She's hiding for her life. We're gonna look at some people on The Guardian in a second who are like, "Hey,
in between taunting Noel, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. She's still popping her head up to show up on Vosh or smile and get. There's a song dedicated to her now and everything. But like, yeah, she's not the safest person right now.
Challenges, because the sort of uncompromising take no prisoners methodology that I've watched her so expertly employ in this last month is exactly what is needed to remedy these matters, in my opinion.
We do need more caffeine.
But more than that, I hope that some of the people watching this video right now are inspired to fight relentlessly against whatever injustices they see in the world. Because with sufficient tenacity and relentless doggedness, you can inspire those around you and you can achieve victories that currently seem impossible. Anyway, if you'd like to reach out to
me... there you go. TJ, we don't watch you nearly as much as we should, but you're still fantastic. You're still...
Right. The problem with what he just said, though, is that Kiwifarms and people that use that Kiwifarms, in a nutshell, they'll probably end up with a URL that ends in RU and they'll never get banned off the fucking internet. Like, people can try and block it and shit. They'll just go somewhere where Western laws are fucking blatantly ignored.
They already did that. They went to an RU and then they got banned from Russia.
Oh, shit.
And then they tried China, I think. And these countries, I guess they don't like Kiwifarms either.
No.
Shouldn't surprise me. These countries ban everyone, don't they?
Yeah, I think I know why, too. If you want.
Well,
bugger. I think it's because Kiwifarms doesn't like the idea of like an authoritarian, and of course those two countries are authoritarian. You have to be constantly in pro-state, pro. The only country that matters is China. The only country that matters is Russia. No, I couldn't imagine people on Kiwifarms doing it, because all they want to do is just post up leaked nudes of like streamer girls. Which I've unfortunately seen my fair share of leaked porn from a few streamers. I won't name which, but it came out of Kiwifarms, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess this was stolen. That's not good. Or Alison Pregler said someone wrote a 300-page essay about her, about how much she was a piece of shit after she did change the channel. And it was just this endless tirade of just hate and hate and hate and hate and hate and hate. And anything. Yeah, because go on.
I was listening to AP's show, like Adonis Paul, and apparently there's a new social media site that the Conservatives are starting to go to. This one I've never heard of until I think it was yesterday's show or the day before. And apparently this place is okay for, you can drop N-bombs if you want, and they're just, no one gives a shit. It's one of those sorts of places, like, oh, here we fucking go. Now, what the problem is eventually one of these new conservative ultra right wing sites is going to get enough traction where they're going to kind of get a user base going. And there's a few of them out there that they didn't quite get traction. Eventually one's going to get purchased. That's going to be a fucking problem when they get centralized and shit.
Yeah.
Because the rhetoric's pretty bad, even on Yeah,
it worries me, because everything TJ said about the people on the left side organizing and fighting against ultra right wing bullshit, the ultra right wing are also getting their shit together and starting to coalesce as well. And that's kind of what worries me, is there's this really bad polarization going on in America right now, and it's getting fucking worse, not better. I thought after Trump's 4 years, shit'll calm down. Nah, he's fucking fanning the fucking flames, dude.
You think it would be easier? Sorry, Walt, go on.
Yeah. Most people won't even date someone who's from a different political party now. That wasn't generally a concern when I was a kid. I'm not that old.
Yeah, mate, I turned 50 in October. When I was up to 20, I remember the thing about America was that Dad could be a Republican, Mum would cook dinner, and the eldest son would maybe be a Democrat, and they would have conversations over dinner while eating, like calmly having conversations about their political viewpoints. This used to be America in the latter half of the 20th century, and then something just happened, and it just went blah. And it's really weird to watch.
I don't know that it was Trump, because people flipped out when George W. Bush won too.
You are right. that was, and the Tea Party, that was the Tea Party thing, which was a precursor to the fucking alt-right. So the other hope is, though, that the Republicans that are actual normal Republicans do fragment away. There is a tiny chance that you might see the Republican Party fracture enough to where they become ineffectual in elections because their numbers are split and they can't get power, which
Of
would be
course, you're not
a
going to
good
see.
thing.
Yeah, you're not going to see like a third party spring up out of the Democrats at this rate, because anyone who votes Democrat either does it as a sort of like fine, or they're like blue dog Republican Democrats who are like, yeah, okay, sure. I've always supported the Democrats, and I think this one really has a chance to slowly change the bar. But in the Republican Party, it's just screeching and pulling at the hair and whatever Marjorie Taylor Greene is, and as a result, yeah, like you're gonna have these new parties spring up, and they just need one or two states to set a precedent.
And you got Trump funding people like Cheney just got fucking beaten because Trump was pouring all of his fucking money into the person going up against Cheney. He's breaking the Republican Party from the inside out too. He's not fucking helping them not fragment. He's actually speeding up the process of fragmentation by alienating people like Cheney, who, if you look at the history of the Cheney family, like they're GOP.
Yep.
And that's the problem. Trump's fracturing. Hopefully people that recognize what's happening jump on board the GOP train and get the fuck off the alt-right Trump train, because it fascinates me to watch the Republican Party fragment not once but twice now. You had the Tea Party fragmentation, and that sort of petered out with Glenn Beck and all those fucking dickheads. Glenn Beck talking into his big robot dick mic all the time. But
he's still
I haven't heard him,
too, isn't he?
But you don't. Is he pro-Trump? I'm not sure what Glenn Beck's.
No, if I remember right, they don't get along very well.
Well, there you go. That's so you got a Tea Party guy doesn't like the fucking alt-right guy. That's an interesting dynamic right there that I haven't really thought about either. Is what do the Tea Party dudes think of the alt-right guys? Are they in cahoots? Who's doing what these days in the fucking GOP?
Patriot Front all look pretty young.
Oh yeah, we should after this I'll show some there's a Patriot Front not recruitment but a training video that's out. It's fucking ridiculous. They look so larpy. They wouldn't last 5 seconds against even like normal police in like a European country. So stupid. But yeah, this is Keffels in Belfast, and I actually think I know near around where this is. But look at this. Loyalist against T-slurs. Lucas Roberts out of our community. That's the dead name. Kiwifarms the Ulster Kiwifarms force for Sneer and Sneed and Ulster. Hail Josh the Corn Lord. Ethan Gunt Ralph told me to do this.
Oh no, the Corn Lord. Oh shit.
Actual Jake is gonna fucking sue him, motherfucker.
Ethan Ralph should hit the streets again.
Maybe he'll lose some weight. Yeah, you don't need to watch this. It's just that she got like a bomb threat. At one point, she was gonna go to find some poutine.
You know, I kind of feel like these threats.
Yeah. Oh, they're fucking hollow, but it's.
I'm not crazy enough to think that they're from Keffel's followers, but I feel like it might just be people from 4chan who want to watch everything burn.
Now that is probably a truth, but there could be some overlap. I mean, 4chan and Kiwifarms are
Yeah.
hardly like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not like you only can pick one, you know.
Or people from Kiwifarms that want to watch their own.
Yeah.
They are miscreants after all.
Oh God, Jeff Holliday's been posting this guy. This is some fucking deep-seated try-hard motherfucker. Wait till Krendar comes back. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We have a stream goal. Anything given will be divvied up between Krendar and myself. Plus, I'll do some arm curls. And don't forget to check the links down below for our guests and for Krendar and myself. So there, I did it. We'll look at Liz Truss after this. We need to see what American politicians are like. Although Krendar, there he is.
There he is.
There he is. Have you seen this guy yet, Krendar?
No.
Hi, progressive leftist. Your idea of a man sitting around in a skinny jeans sipping on a grande peppermint mocha made with soy topped off with whip. That you do you. I'm gonna do me, which is God-fearing American who loves the country and flag.
Well, hi, progressive leftists. If your idea of a man is sitting around in your skinny jeans, drinking your Starbucks grande peppermint mocha made with soy with whip, talking about how great Biden's economy is and how great Biden's student loan forgiveness plan is, then you keep being you. I'm going to be me, which is a God-fearing American who loves this country, who loves this flag, that just wants to get up every single day and do an honest day's work to provide for myself and for my family without the government getting involved. Remember that.
Well, I'd also like to add, I don't want to see the next generation do a lot better than we did by having to pay off massive student debt loans that basically shackle them to a dead-end shitty job for 20 years. You know, I don't want to give that next generation. I want them to be shackled with the same debt responsibility as we did, because this is America. We don't improve shit. The status quo is good enough. God damn it. Where's my
The thing
gun?
that always gets me, I love it when they like, I'm a God-fearing American. Like, I love how they brag about being afraid of an invisible sky wizard.
Yeah, all I want to say is, fuck this guy in the way he thinks in his American exceptionalism. Fuck off. You're a fucking blood clot. Get fucked.
Seriously though, like, why do they have this obsession with this term God-fearing American? Like,
oh shit!
Why are you choosing to follow a religion that demands that you be afraid of your God?
It sounds like a
Bully
very
porn.
Yeah, it sounds like a very bottom thing to say. Maybe we should get
Right?
some cat ears and maybe a nice little mini skirt.
Like maybe find a religion where your God loves you rather than terrorizes you.
Yeah, we're just using the same words as when you didn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
They act like we've always had a choice in this country, but it's not really true.
America just dead kids are just
Yep.
price to pay. So this guy could prance around, pretend to be a big scary army man.
Sums it up perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, the internet's been having like he's just been having a field day. I love this. Hey Gar, this case of vanilla soy milk order came in right outside. Cute shirt, by the way. Like, oh, he's so. Oh, there's Rio down there. Oh, he's so. And Kiwifarms is trending. Yeah, he's so try-hardy that it does the reverse. He's not coming across as manly. He's coming across as a fucking larper. You know, like
insecure.
Yeah, who are you trying to prove? What?
He spent a lot of time describing that guy drinking the soy milk, didn't he?
Yeah, and he thinks it's like some sort of insult. It sounds like this guy has a lot of income. Speaking of cum. That's a picture, by the way.
What in the goddamn?
Man, I didn't think that was coming through my headphones.
Why?
What?
Okay. So this has been heavily edited. It's the Patriot Front March up in Boston, and they just replaced the banner.
That's awesome.
Look, you can see the way it's slightly moving off.
Yeah,
that's a very good edit, though.
Yeah,
that's very subtle.
Pixelated as shit, so I couldn't even tell that it was an edit. I thought, what are they marching down the fucking road with? Where's the glitter? Just bring a prostitute, guys. It's really, they're called prostitutes. It's the world's oldest fucking profession. You give ladies, you have a shower, clean your fucking self up, brush your fucking teeth, go down to the fucking brothel. If you live in a state where it's illegal, find a state where it's legal. Drive there, fly there, walk there, and get fucking laid, boys. Jesus Christ, it's not fucking rocket science. It's the world's oldest profession.
But it is red rocket science, though.
Here they are from last year trading.
Start. Don't be afraid to throw a punch.
Ready to take down the government.
Yeah, they look like kids.
They are kids. They're very good. And where do you think they got all their information from? Motherfucking Internet. People that we mock and shame. It's a pipeline. It really is a pipeline. We used to laugh at that back when it was like T.J. Kirk and like drunken peasants back in the
And
day.
this guy's doing a terrible job of fighting too.
Right. Well, yeah, they wouldn't last 5 seconds. Have you seen them with their shields? I'm trying to see.
I saw that. I'm still trying to figure out what the holes in the shield are for.
What they're doing isn't boxing, I can tell you that much.
Right?
My hat.
The downward swings. I don't know.
Bitch boy, slap fight. Oh God, look at his face.
I was complaining about the YouTube fights, but
I don't think he's old enough to drive. Does his parents know he's here?
Hey kid, your mask fell off. We know who you are now, you dumb little shit.
No, that's his dad behind him right now.
Oh fuck! Of course it is. Of course it is.
5, 4, 3, that's alright, keep going.
Look at this shit. This is the motherfucker who goes online and tries to ratio like a black person for saying that, hey, I got stopped by the police. Well, then you shouldn't have committed a crime. And like no one responds except for constant like making fun of him. And then he claims he's being harassed. You know, this is just. I mean, look at their logo. It has the literal fascisti on it. They are literally fascists. They are proud to be fascists.
Oh, these guys. Look, I'm glad I live in a semi-authoritarian country somewhat, because there's groups like this Patriot Front thing, and what happens is when those idiots, they'll go and meet out in Kosciuszko National Park somewhere and have a little meet and greet and shoot some shit. But here's the problem: the cops are usually fucking waiting for them in camo, and burst out of the brush, go because we tap phones down here, and the police don't fuck around when it comes to fucking domestic terrorism. As soon as you say a wrong trigger word, that phone call's being piped straight through to the fucking ASIO's fucking head office, and 50 agents are listening to you fucking talk shit.
This was.
I had to see the cops stop me from attacking the Westboro Baptist Church once, so.
This is the leaked shit that Unicorn Riot put out. 400 gigabytes of their leaked audio, chat logs, documents, photographs, chat service, recruit new members.
Did someone infiltrate them and leak all their shit?
Yep. This is hacking done good. Left-wing media collective online in 2015. This is like anonymous, but we don't hear about them, and you know why? It's like
investigative
good.
Journalism is not dead. It's just moved online, and people. Oh, this is. I love it when
Look
people.
At this. Rosso wrote, "We are desperate for new members. We've been at 200 to 230 members for nearly a full year. There's not even 250 of them."
Sounds like my subscriber growth.
Amen, brother.
Hold on, Walter. What's subscriber growth? I have not been experiencing this.
I know, right?
I got 2 subscribers over the last 3 months on Twitch. Actually, no, they just followed me. I haven't even got a subscriber on Twitch.
I got my first. I got 7 now of those because I hit affiliate.
Hey, I have exactly 2 subscribers on Twitch. Okay.
You know what my problem is
a
with
bit
Twitch?
Of a flex, I could say. Okay, I've got more than you, and you've been doing it for years.
Here's my problem with Twitch. I'll stream on there for like 5 or 6 days straight, and then I'll just forget it exists for a month, and my stats go to shit, and I'll never build up the numbers to be able to get monetized ever. And that's probably a good thing, because let's face it, I'm not that entertaining.
Lies.
I'm not
lies.
Get yourself a phone that has Wi-Fi and go to pubs like I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
I always stream too drunk.
As if that's ever stopped me.
This is like the first time I haven't been drunk on stream in like years, probably.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm still working today. So.
2, 1.
Oh, these little kitty kids. How many of them are also incels, do you think?
Come on, Chris, quick. There you go, Jackson.
I mean, they're underage, so.
Hey, nice. Well, that's not nice. This is shit. You're not teaching them to fight. You're just letting them get hit. It's like, here, have some brain damage. You want some concussion, kids? Get in the fucking ring.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how they stay obedient little drones, is with the brain damage.
Yeah, keep one of your guards more important than throwing all these boxes.
Teach them the fundamentals of boxing. It's like half the fucking thing of boxing is not getting hit. Actually, that's probably the majority of it. Is don't get hit. Keep yourself covered. Keep
You know
moving.
what? Speaking of teaching them, though, like if you notice, nobody's saying a damn word to them. Like, no, they're not teaching anything, and it's just like, all right, go, stopwatch has started, go.
No, everyone's.
Yeah, we haven't told you what to do, but throw a punch.
Like, what the hell does keep your hands up? In what context and who you're talking to?
Here you go, boys.
In any case, like once in a while, there's like a half-assed piece of advice, but there's no actual teaching going on.
Don't be afraid to throw it
They
down.
don't even teach him like the actual blocks or anything.
This is a position you get in when the government agent bursts into your house with a assault rifle pointed at you.
Did you see when they tried
When
to
they
start
pull
some
you out
shit,
of a trailer.
Yeah, they went all the way down 8 hours in the Texas
Everybody take
summer.
a screenshot. Let's get some edits of this.
Yeah, let me.
Now, this position here, this will allow the government agent to deeply penetrate you and to get to your G spot.
Spread your cheekies.
They will also be allowed to stimulate the prostate.
Oh yeah.
This motherfucker right here, when they showed up outside of like a Texas like Pride march, the police were just all there, and as they come out of the truck, they were all just like hands behind your back, hands behind your back. There was like 40 of them, and they're still getting processed to this day. It's like these are the biggest LARPing motherfuckers, but a LARPer or a trained professional with a machine gun is still fucking deadly. So, like, this is the danger of it. These fuckers are all playing fun and games, and if this is all it was, that'd be fine. But like, it's not. They want to like start some sort of extreme like a fascist dictatorship led by Trump. It's not going to happen, but a lot of good people could die while they failed.
Here's what's making me feel good about this whole thing. There's only 200 of them out of a nation of 300 odd million. 200 people
boxing
signed
with a
up.
fucking backwards baseball cap on like it's the 90s. Look at this.
Is he wearing a pair of underwear over his head? No, it's a scarf.
Something like that.
Oh, it's a scarf. Oh, it's a scarf. It's an arrow scarf. It says it's an alt-right logo on it. I recognize that one. This is.
Yeah, you don't have any ropes. It just leads to one person backing up endlessly like this fucker.
Yeah, let's see if there's any more of
Great fight.
these. Hiking.
Those were some slow-ass punches, too.
Hat down. Oh, yeah.
What do
Let's
you
see them
expect?
fondle each other. Let's see them fondle each other.
Boxing requires a lot of fitness compared to other.
Spread your feet wider than your shoulders.
Oh, damn.
Oh
Shit
yeah.
writes itself.
Now I'm going to sensually caress you. Oh yeah.
All right, I think I saw this on Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you like that, baby? Oh,
Fuck.
I'm just gonna reach down the front there. Oh, your ass. Oh.
YouTube, don't cancel
crack
this
a
episode,
walnut on that
please.
ass.
You already did it
Look at
once.
He's
Damn,
wearing
this
like
is
skinny
hot.
jeans.
Is that a gun in
Think
your
about
pocket, or are
baseball.
you just
Think about
excited to
baseball.
see me? Oh, now I'm gonna do the other side, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
that fucking pottery scene from Ghost.
Oh, that ass.
It is.
Oh, what's in here, babe? Oh, yeah.
My darling.
Oh, you're so fucking hot, babe. Oh,
Is this,
God.
Man,
is this a Swiss Army knife, or are you just happy to see me?
Hi, you my interviewee?
Yes, sir.
All right, do you
it
have a
just
phone on
goes
you?
on and
All right,
on,
can you
doesn't
pass it
it?
to me, please?
Here you go, sir.
All right, can you cross your arms across your chest?
Sure.
All right, this is my partner, Victor. He's going to conduct a quick pat down from our safety.
Okay.
All right,
Didn't seem that quick to
All right.
me.
this is my
You know,
partner,
consent.
Victor.
Have they never been to airports? Like, this is like some strange thing that they have to be prepared for. Someone might pat you down. Yeah, like going to a gig. You know, like it's oh god.
I need you to
Yeah,
take
what-
off
what-
your shoes, sir.
What he should have said then was, "This is my gay life partner, Victor, and
Mm.
he's just gonna pat you down for a second."
Gotta make sure they're not hiding one of those
Just 'cause
big
he
ass
wants
shields
to.
in their pants.
Is there any of the footage of the shields before we move on? Because the shields are just brilliant. I wonder how much they paid for those to have them.
Is there any footage of them marching with tiki torches by any chance?
Oh, a lot of them are the Tiki Torch guys. Like they
I know, that's why I laugh, because it's like let's go down to Walmart and buy some tiki torches, and then we're gonna go on march and say racist things. It's like, what? Why did you bring tiki torches into that whole fucking goddamn formula? You ruined tiki torches for fucking everybody, you assholes.
Riot drill instruction video. Here we go.
Oh no! Bullshit.
Network directors only. This is like some top secret shit that Unicorn Riot just magically.
Level 5 classification.
10 minutes. We're gonna need to skip through this a lot.
Yeah, Jesus.
A little bit neater. Well, that's all right, as long as we're presenting a unified
Why do they have holes in them?
wall or
So the tear gas can get
doesn't
through
matter.
easier.
We're good now. A hole like this.
Yeah.
Well, you're better now, but before it was like that. That's
I
exploitable.
think they're fucking Spartans.
So let's say anywhere from like three to
Oh god.
3 to 4 inches is like an acceptable.
Wait, we've got
What's
perspex
it
shooting
acceptable
over the
of?
front of the hole. What the? I'll go back for a sec. That's perspex over the front of the shields there, right? You can see,
I don't
see
know.
the screws. Yeah, you can see screws.
Hmm.
So they've got a perspex little sheet. Okay.
It doesn't
you get
matter.
that-
We're
you
good
get-
now. A hole like this. Well, you're better
These
now.
people
but
have
before,
absolutely no idea how much the on their equipment. It
Now,
is
what if
fucking
you-
stupid.
Here's the thing, boys. Right now, this is the same. You've got the same problem as Ned Kelly had. Now, Ned thought he was pretty shit hot. It's like, I'm going to put a helmet on, do all this chest plating. You know what? The troopers eventually worked out. He hasn't got any armor on his legs, so they shot the shit out of his fucking legs. And you know what happened to
The
Ned
bullet
Kelly?
will just go right through that shield anyway.
Yeah. Well, no. What I'm saying is
Yeah.
see how they've got these holes in so they can see. Guess what's still the shield's not protecting the top of your fucking heads, boys. So what's the point of doing that? I don't.
They're going to get
We're gonna-
themselves.
We're going to innovate the design of a defensive fucking weapon that's been around for thousands of years by drilling holes in it and putting some clear perspex on it. Innovation complete.
They don't have anything that's going to stop anything but a pistol.
Even then, I couldn't imagine a pistol. I imagine a pistol's
Yeah, and a
gonna go
very
through it.
small pistol.
Yeah, fucking
Body
20
armor
Probably
is
a
like-
22.
Like really expensive.
Someone pulls out a deagle and just goes, and it goes through 5 of their shields.
This was in Santa Clara. The weather has been just going absolutely fucking ballistic as of late.
We've broken the planet, that's why.
Well, obviously. I mean, we've had a fun summer. I can't wait for our winter. Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
I
I'm
live
in a
on the
swamp.
top of a hill, and my house got flooded. So, go figure.
Wow. That's impressive.
Just from the sheer amount of water
Fuck.
just landing on the ground and running down the hill, it ran under the house and soaked through a fucking brick wall.
Wanna see something
Biblical.
Fucking hell. I guess that's why you wear safety glasses, eh?
fun? Jesus!
Whoa.
Fucking
Christ.
hell!
Oh, there we go. I drew this picture
Millimeters
of the
from his
Kiwifarms
eyeball.
Nazis back when it happened.
Dude, I this week I've been chopping out a tree root in my front yard, and I've been using a tomahawk, and I wear glasses, but I put safety glasses on as well. Chopping away, and a fucking chunk of wood about 2 inches square fucking flew off, and it hit me in the forehead, and it took a chunk out of my forehead. It was about an inch above my fucking eyeball. So wear safety glasses, kids. Like, that's a really, really good demonstration, even if it's a setup one. Which, it's crazy how it's sort of just in. That is crazy.
Look how close it
I'm
came.
gonna need the link to this because I want to share this one around.
Yeah. Copy.
Wow.
Yeah. Near fucking misses.
Amazing that it's actually a good
Right.
thing that it hit him right in the eye. That would have
Yeah.
sucked to take in the cheek or something.
If you look at it, the actual point would have gone right above the eye. It would have gone right into his brain.
Yeah.
It would. Yeah. This is like. I often like would be when I'd be around people who'd be like doing some DIY and the shit. They'd be like, "Oh, you don't need those tiny goggles. You need like proper industrial ones or nothing." And like, no, wear something, anything. Like, for Christ's
Yeah,
sake.
dudes. Seriously, like, I was blown away by the velocity that this wood chip had when it come off that fucking stump, it was fucking hauling ass. It hit me like it felt like someone fucking give me a good crow peck, like with the knuckles right in the forehead. It's just like this big crack. I went, what the fuck? And then there was blood.
Damn.
We go to the Honey Fair for funnel cakes and bags. Alright.
Oh.
Jesus. I hope no
There's some broken asses.
There's some lawsuits inbound.
Oh, what in the hell?
You could the reverb, like it just breaks all the security fences and like it bounces a little, like bam.
Oh, see that guy bounce?
Yeah, if he wasn't strapped in, he'd be fucked anyway. He was going up and down like crazy. But that's like your biggest fear, like when you jump off like a waterfall or something like that. What about the rocks down below? What?
Where was that?
I'll probably see. None to promote. Just want to say, okay, never mind. Good for you. I honestly don't know. All I know is Demo posted that, and I'm like, fucking hell.
That's scary as shit though. It's like, oh yeah, this looks like a nice state of the art ride.
Here's something more mesmerizing.
What the fuck?
You can keep the skinny bitch, cause I like a fat ass and thigh. 21 bitch on y'all cold water, cut the stove.
What the fuck?
They need to go see the doctor.
How much do you think they paid the surgery for this?
They need a full refund.
On Stingrays on their way to kill Steve Irwin. Oh.
What am I watching? What is happening?
These women think this
nothing
is
natural.
Attractive. They think this is the weird thing is they're not bad looking, but like Jesus Christ, girls.
I'm impressed at how they. I'm impressed at how they can twerk without removing a single part of the rest of their body.
Probably all they can do. They probably move like Morticia Adams and just like slither across the room.
Yeah.
Rather than move.
Are they standing over vents?
But surely so they've had surgery and like gallons of silicone pumped into their butts and thighs and shit. But and what? Why?
Butts, big butts are in big butts.
So they can do that.
thighs.
So they went through cosmetic surgery so they could sit there and wobble their asses without.
Yeah. They went through cosmetic surgery so they could like look all misshapen and lumpy.
Fucking lumpy.
Okay,
over here.
Congratulations, everybody! You've witnessed the moment where I went from just a guy to an old dude that doesn't understand young people anymore. This was It was on. We streamed it live. This is the moment. It's like. What the fuck is up with you young people?
All those years with Pimp, I thought he'd be the one that would break it.
Well, hold on. Watch the bottom. Watch the bottom of the white dress.
What in the fucking fuck is going on? I don't understand.
It does look like they're standing over a vent.
Right, every time we have you on, we always break you in some way. First it was Mr. D, then what was the second one?
Yeah, dude. Now I've got my hand up on the screen right now, and it's covering it. The waist down is covered. They're beautiful women, and then I start to slide my hand down, and my brain starts to go, what? And then I'll get down to their knees, and it's just like, this isn't natural. And then I'll get down and I'm, what is going on?
Their asses have their own time codes. Like what the fuck?
What the fucking fuck? Why? Like I get twerking, I get that. It's big booties, ass cheek slapping. It's good shit. This is something new and different and quite frightening to my old fragile fucking mind.
We'll move off it then.
Their upper body is not moving at all.
The ball's round.
Oh shit, we just got Dono.
Bro. Oh, legend.
Totally not a fanboy. Tipped $5, bro. LOL. we're all in agreement with you there.
That's amazing that like they literally don't look like they're putting any effort in because the top half of their body is inert and the bottom half.
Right.
They just need to twitch once and then the rest of it just takes care by
exactly. That's what I've just realised. It's the ripple effect and it's physics are in play here. And
machines.
fluid dynamics. This is actually quite intriguing. Now I'm intrigued.
We could
I hope
put
they're
one
actually
hour.
faking this.
Yeah, I wish there was like some sort of like.
This is great fun though.
Yeah, but imagine watching this while stoned. You could watch this on an hour's loop. You know.
Oh, it's like a living lava lamp.
It is. Get that. You just nailed it. That's what it is.
Oh
I'm now a fan of this. They're people lamps, booty lamps.
Wow.
And you could probably tap into the kinetic energy and run a small village's light bulbs off it.
I was gonna say it's this.
I power this village off my cheeks.
Look, the lamp. The lamp.
It's the same energy.
Badonk.
It's the same fun.
We've stumbled across something very special here today.
Oh, we this is how we solve the global energy crisis.
I'm starting to feel stoned just watching this.
I'm really relaxed now. I'm no longer upset by the big jiggly booties and confused. It's just like I'm in the zone. I'm like,
and you start freaking out at first, and you learn to relax and just let it happen. It just washes over you.
This is glorious.
I'll look in the future to find more stuff like this because this could be some interesting stuff.
Look, I want to do. That's why my second channel, the Fuster Club. This is the sort of stuff I want to go and find. So we're not sitting there insulting individuals. It's so like we can twist and warp your mind, rip you from reality, just to slap you back in it, but from a different perspective. This is exactly the sort of thing.
This is this is actually a great meal until it isn't. Watch when it isn't. Okay, kind of cool. Okay, I don't like the choices of that, but okay, great. And it's ruined.
Wait, what was that?
It looked like mac and cheese.
Cheese sauce.
Yeah, really watery stuff too. Ugh.
I've never understood the thing people do sometimes where they make like a sandwich or a burger and then they like pour some sort of sauce on top of the top bun. Like, why do you do that?
Yeah, you're just gonna make everything all squishy.
Like the hot beef sandwich with gravy on top of the bun or whatever. It's weird shit.
There's a video on Twitch. I want to say, Walt, you still there? You've gotten pretty quiet.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry, I was just freaking out about the jiggly butts there for a while.
We
My
were all
apologies.
freaking out about the jiggly butts.
Noel's telling people from Kiwifarms not to use Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
So you want them to just go to sleep for a week or something?
They could use it. No context, Brits. Let's do it.
Yeah,
What's going to happen to the weaponized autism of the internet without Kiwifarms? Oh no!
It's going to need a new outlet.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Chelsea are shit.
Ah. Wait, what? Do it again.
Me wife's Irish in cunt. Excuse me. Chelsea are shit.
Toss your shit? What?
Chelsea, it's a football team in England.
Yeah. Right there.
Oh, Chelsea.
Chelsea are shit. Let me.
He's just called someone a cunt, and then
look at his
someone
face.
just gone. Excuse me, Chelsea are shit.
The guy's so confused.
He somehow sees that as more of an insult than the cunt part. Hold on.
No, it's like if I saw someone
Cunt
with
is
a
just how you say
Patriots shirt
hello
or
in
something.
Ireland, so.
There is a video I think Shu posted. Well, actually, a few people did. But that's so. I can't believe she's got an FBI logo on her. But this is what I want in the
I know,
show.
right? Well, it's because she ran for president once.
Just got. Ironically, if Trump ever comes back to it, I doubt he's going to have an FBI logo on it.
This is what $1.95 million buys you in Toronto.
Fuck this Twitch, TikTok music. But
Yeah.
look at the end. The end is watch very carefully. Right. First of all, this is shite for $2 million, Canadian or no.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. And I know Toronto had bad housing costs, but this is just.
I like how it's I like how the turning speed feels like a first person shooter being played on a keyboard.
Yeah. Now, Watch right at the end here.
Oh, you're fucking kidding, right?
Well, you have no idea how things are placed in The Sims.
This does look like a Sims house.
I could remake this house really easily in The Sims. I've got like 1,000 mods for like concept art. Oh my god, it's like so fucking stupid. He paid $2 million for this place. Stupid enough considering how small it is. But then that little extra on top just... That looks like some Airbnb bullshit. And then boom!
Yeah.
Now it's technically an ensuite.
Yeah, I don't know why people buy condos for millions of dollars. I've never understood it.
I don't know why anyone buys condos at all. They're all just fucking money sinks.
Finboy says it's a GTA Online apartment.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that. The one that they gave after that huge problem when GTA first started.
Oh my god.
Oh, we could talk about Truss, but you know what? Truss has just become PM, and there's not really, doesn't really have much going on for her. She's just the new prime minister, and no one knows much yet. We'll wait until she produces some memeable content.
Yeah, she gets her fashion tips from Margaret Thatcher apparently, because there's a picture of Margaret Thatcher wearing a fur covered hat and a fur coat, and boom, they show a picture of the new prime minister elect, different color, exact same outfit. So she's a Thatcher fan. So watch out, UK. You may Boris was bad. Yeah.
At least it'll be interesting, right?
You may have another Iron Maiden on your hands, and I ain't talking fucking the band.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, Thatcher was interesting, right?
She did do a couple of good things. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Lev, because you'll probably remember this. Back in the day, she made it possible for people in social housing to buy their houses at a fairly decent rate, which increased the homeowners, like the amount of homeowners in the UK significantly because of something she did. Now, if I've got that wrong, please correct me. But
I think you're right, because she wanted people to get off like government support,
yeah,
because she hated the idea of any sort of socialist idea.
It also helped to get re-elected too by basically giving the working class a bit of a fucking helping hand. It's
then the first thing she did when when she first went to office, I also remembered she cancelled the kids' milk. That was
with one hand she gave, and with the
Yeah.
other hand she took. But that's one of the things I remember about her, was that she did that for the working class miners and stuff. Actually got to own their fucking homes for the first time.
And then she took the jobs from the miners away, so they couldn't afford to keep the houses up.
Hey, at least you got a fucking house, eh? Come on, fellas, calm down.
Enjoy paying that mortgage, mate.
Yeah, now the bank's going to repossess it. That's not my problem. It was your house for a while.
All right, let's I should have really included her at all. It was just this is interesting, but like she hasn't done anything yet. They're saying that she might be getting a little tougher on what's going on in Ukraine, but beyond that, I don't know.
Well, she's talking about a freeze on power prices, which will be a popular thing to do.
That's got to be some hard trick shit if I've ever heard one, but we'll see. Anyway, let's what's this? Addressing the hate. Oh, that's the Coves one. All right, let's watch Ordinary Sausage. Instead of instead of, by the way, of Buff tonight, I think we should wrap up with some of the Telomere King's music.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit. He's what?
Can we get Buff dancing to Telomere King?
I was actually thinking that.
But
don't ask me why Lucas has an album. He just does. Why not?
Beets and goat cheese. I would eat that.
Yeah,
I've got to say it, Lev. Let's sausage.
Yeah, Guy Fieri's trash can nachos.
That sounds delicious.
Folks, and welcome back, I guess. Oh, yeah, that glass bottle would have been
How
a bad
expensive was
thing.
that, though? You know?
So we got our Guy
$100 worth,
Fieri's
apparently.
trash can nachos, and we got our Jesus for nachos 11 steps. But anyway, let's see what we got. We're gonna start with the trash can itself. Now, what this looks like to me is that they took a big can of beans and emptied
God,
it
would
and
anyone really
stamped
buy this?
right on.
Yeah, how much is it?
$100 apparently.
What?
Let's Google it right now and fucking find out to verify that shit.
Yeah.
I can see why someone on YouTube might buy it, but would
Oh my
a
god,
person
I
just
want this so badly. The burger throw blanket. It's so tacky. I would have this. I'd wear this all the time. And a votive candle. The saint of flavor. Oh, it's so tacky. Yeah, have you got a price? There we go. Very first thing now.
Femboy says that Sausage's voice sounds like a Chris Chan impression.
It's cost us $69. Nice. Or you can upgrade them with meat to his barbecue pulled pork for $79 each. Or
Wait a second. Upgrade them with meat. They don't come with meat by standard?
Nope.
Pulled pork
That's
nachos? I
bullshit.
don't know, man.
80.
Bullshit.
You get the bucket for the rest of the time, I guess.
We have a bunch of corn tortilla chips.
Wow.
We got Guy Fieri's brown sugar bourbon sauce.
Okay, that's more sauce than I was
Is
expecting.
this a memory foam pillow? Made out of space-age material that won't open. This whole thing cost me... Oh! It did not arrive unscathed. It broke. The cheese sauce broke open. Not a huge loss of cheese sauce. We'll make do. We got our cooked pork there, shredded cheddar, a jalapeno, which I gotta
Okay,
cut
to be
up.
fair,
It looks like.
I still don't know about the price, but at least there's a lot of food here.
There's 4 to 6 people, and he's going by Guy Fieri portions. That's probably a big portion each.
Sour cream.
All right, if you're
red
feeding 4 to
onions,
6 people, that price might be fair.
covered in
It's
the
gonna turn into a
leafy
mess
cheese
if you make that much.
Well, that's what we're hoping.
It's supposed to be. It's nachos. It's supposed to be a mess.
It could have arrived, not broken. That would have been a big benefit of this thing. Don't they do any stress testing on these things before they just go whole hog on their shipping method? That's what
You see how broken the chips
$100
were?
gets
Not that
you
I'm surprised.
for trash can
Yeah, they look like
and nachos. Well, all right. Let's get to the 11 steps. That's like 10 steps too many. All of this has to be assembled upstairs. So I gotta haul all of this upstairs. I'll see you by the NSE stove. 11 steps. 11 of them. This episode's not sponsored by HelloFresh or anything, but those meals are entirely from scratch, and there's only 6 steps. All right, so that's everything.
This thing is so cheap.
About this is falling apart so quickly on me.
This is awful.
And then they want me to microwave what's left of the cheese sauce. So we're going to dump it in this bowl. Once again, I need to remind you all that I'm doing 11 steps for trash can nachos. Gonna do that. There's no business like the shredded cheddar business. I think I got to make up for the lack of cheese sauce that's currently on there. Here's the meat. Here's the dirty meat that belongs on top of these nachos.
Soggy.
All right, we're going to get that centered right under the broiler at 400 degrees. And to add insult to injury, you got to cut your own jalapenos up. Everything else has been cut up for
it's
you,
so hard.
just not the jalapenos. But listen, Guy
It's almost
Fieri
like it
never
stays
said
fresh
the way
better
the
if you
flavor
haven't
count
cut it
was
up
easy.
ahead of time.
We're gonna let this train wreck continue.
Ah, yes, freshness. Clearly the most important thing on Guy Fieri's list of priorities.
Continue on. The
Shouldn't
next
the
step
jalapeno
is
have
they
gone
want you
in
to put all of this
before it
on a
got cooked?
plate. This is my largest plate, and there's no way all of this is gonna fit on my largest plate. Guy Fieri fuels his gas tank to Flavortown with my money. Beep beep. So long, sucker. We finally get to use the trash can. There it is. That's gonna. I'm pretty sure this bowl's not even big enough. Now you gotta shove it all in the bowl. Which, how realistic is this really?
Oh God, how soggy is it by now?
God, Guy Fieri. Just.
I like how he says his name, Guy Fieri.
The Yeti.
If I make it out of here alive, tell my wife I
Got a
think
little
of her
stank on that
fondly.
name.
There's too many
I'm sure this
chips.
is exactly how Guy Fieri does
I
it.
hate you so much, Guy
Yep.
Fieri. Yeah, making room for more of
Like,
these.
it's a guy for air and he's eating like this very sophisticated meal and he's like got like a little napkin and goes like, oh god, a fan. He shakes.
Guy
his
Fieri's
head.
always got to put his
Hey, man.
hands all over everything, so this is.
He never eats a
Chips
single
that
thing he
obviously
cooks.
weren't
Yeah.
measured. There, it looks
be
like
the
the
first
trash
chef who
can it
sells
was
stuff
named
that-
after. And we're still not
Except for
done.
RDA.
I
What
guess
is
it's
stuff
too
was-
much trouble to package the
Yeah.
cheese sauce as good as you did this squirt bottle of sour cream. Add the pico de gallo in the center for some reason. It says to do that. And the pickled onions. Like, there's no room for any of this
pickled
garbage.
onions.
Couple
Interesting.
sprigs of cilantro to class this whole thing up.
Yes.
I don't
It needs some classiness, of course it does.
I don't know how long it's been in video time, but it's been like 30
wanna eat
minutes
this now.
of this.
And it is a stream goal. Buy it, cook it.
Remember, they wanted you to put this on a plate. I came up with the idea to put it in a large bowl. There, God, there it is. There's the nachos.
That looks really good.
Holy God! After all that being said, let's try one of these chips, shall we? We'll get some of that pickled stuff on there. These are actually really good nachos. Now we gotta go downstairs and throw the entire thing in the grinder. And why the fresh jalapeno? Everything else is 11 steps. It doesn't take me 11 steps. I can't think of any
jalapeno
other
should have been
meal that
pickled as
takes
well, though,
11
really.
steps. We've run out of room. I don't even know if this is gonna fit in the canister. Was I angry about the cheese breaking? Yes. Was I angry that I had to chop a jalapeno even though everything else was prepared for me? Sure. But the thing that makes me angriest is the 11 steps for nachos. 11! Hey, Guy Fieri, do you want more money? And he's like, yeah, get her done, or whatever the hell he said. I'm so mad. I can't even think of a song. Nacho man. I'm Guy Fieri. I'm laughing my way.
I don't know why
to
he
the
wants the
bank.
jalapeno pre-cut though. It's gonna be lower quality that way.
In 11, let sausage.
I don't think this will burst. Jesus Christ.
There's still like half of the nachos in there.
I don't know. I think there's a strong chance of
What a
burst.
terrible experience this
The
whole thing
snake.
has been. With special thanks to today's Mark Boxello box artist, this guy. It doesn't blow. 0 Mark Ruffalos for that one, and quite deserving for this episode. Stupid Guy Fieri and his stupid nachos. I just feel so defeated. Here we go!
I've ever heard one fall quite like thud.
I can't believe it. It didn't burst at all. It's
did I
it's
say?
a perfectly cooked sausage. This
I'm
real
surprised
quick.
as well.
Beautiful. All right, let's open this up and see how we did. It's it looks like it's stuffed with tortillas. Here we go. It's great. It's a very good sausage. Of course it tastes like tortilla chips, but it also tastes like all the stuff that went into the tortilla chips. So you
What a
get the
shock.
pulled pork taste. You get the cilantro. It's a little mushy because of it's almost 100% tortilla chips.
Should I be familiar with pulled pork and nachos, or is that a Guy Fieri?
What's that?
Should I be familiar with pulled pork on nachos, or is that a Guy Fieri thing?
No, that's actually very common.
I think I've had that, yeah.
If you're
disqualifying
getting
factor in our
if you're getting a nachos dish that's made to be a meal, then pulled pork is pretty common.
sausages.
Or sometimes
Look,
pulled
I may
beef.
have said some things that were unkind to Guy Fieri, and I meant them. But this sausage, it kind of makes the whole thing worthwhile. The chips may be a pain in the butt to make, but they're still a 5 out of 5. The sausage, however, I'm gonna deduct at 1 point for the mushiness. But other than that, I really love this sausage. This whole thing will be eaten in sausage form. So with all that being said, I'm gonna have to give this sausage
I think that's
here
the first time he's ever
4 out of
referenced
5.
what he's gonna do with it after the video's over. Also, that picture's adorable. Very cute.
It should be 3 steps. Step 1, put it all in a tray and bake it. Step 2, fill up the trash can. Step 3, pull out the trash can and watch it all fall on a plate that's too
small.
He's so salty.
This is something I wanted to show earlier and I completely forgot until now. The creepiest cooking video I have ever seen, and I think it's true.
Oh God, I'm not okay with this chicken wiggling around like it's a slug.
It's skinning the tomato.
And the tomato was just moving around, so he's skinning it alive.
It's beheading the prawns. Shrimp. Oh.
Oh. Ah. This is very weird.
This is the bad point of the mushrooms. Well, that was...
I still want to eat it, though.
Yeah, it looked good once it was done. It's kind of like, don't find out how the sausage was made, it'll probably put you off.
Don't find out that chicken you just ate was sentient 5 minutes ago.
And it was basically dancing its way to its own death. It's like a shmoo.
Mm-hmm.
Beef or goat or funfetti or jello?
What the hell is funfetti?
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Funfetti in our chicken! You gotta add the sprinkles yourself. In this economy? So really they're just selling you sprinkles and frosting. Well played, Pillsbury.
okay.
Well played. And
This
if
is going
you
to be
have a better
disgusting.
way to stuff a flavor injector with frosting, let me know in the comments. It's almost like this flavor injector wasn't made for this. Alright, we're almost ready. With our funfetti. It's taking quite a bit of force to get it out of there. Well, Mr. Bond, I think you will talk. The plunger's plunging. Well, Mr. Bond, I think you will talk again. That chicken looks funfettified. And then we'll hit it with salt and pepper. And done. Alright, we're gonna toss this in the oven for like an hour? Oh, it's leaking. There's our funfetti chicken. I'm gonna dispose of this. Oh, no, stop. Ah, and that's how you end up with a ton of chicken juice on your floor. Enough clucking around. Let's see if our funfetti
It's like chicken cordon bleu, except
chicken.
nasty.
Oh my, that looks extra creamy in there. Yeah, that looks like the cavity where
Don't say that ever
it's all
again.
being stored in there. Let's try a bite. Here we go! It's actually great. It sort of tastes like Thanksgiving with like yams with it. Well, of course it's sweet, but it's not as sweet as you would expect it to be. It's actually more tangy than it is sweet. Mrs. Sausage, come try my funfetti chicken.
No.
All right, fair enough. I'm a big fan of this. All it requires is a little salt, a little pepper, and as much funfetti as you can cram in a piece of chicken. So I
she's a
have
smart
no
lady.
choice, none whatsoever, but to give this chicken here a 5 out of 5.
I'm surprised.
We can watch that, or else we can just go to the end of it. Kind of, especially if you want to listen to one of his songs,
We'll save that for next time, maybe, in case next week's options aren't great. Oh my
Uh,
God, that grin.
Next, oh god, that's his standard Lucas grin anyway.
That's horrific. He looks like he wants to eat my soul.
Kind of does. He has none of his own.
He doesn't know how to make a normal face. I don't know.
I need to ask a question. Are Jared and this guy related? Because I'm kind of seeing a bit of a resemblance there. Is it
I think
psychotic
Jared
eyes?
is Jared is Robin to this guy's Batman.
No, Lucas has parents that he's always bragging about their wealth and how he's going to get inheritance.
Yeah.
Which he won't, but
yeah, a lot of people have pointed out that like they've already spent his money, haven't they?
I mean, they're both married, so the money wouldn't go to Lucas in the first place. Plus, he's obviously the black sheep of the family. There's 2 other brothers.
Sure, though, the money's going to go to Lucas. He just has to get rid of both of them.
One of his brothers is like a right-wing conspiracy theorist who also seems pretty nuts, and one of them's a teacher.
Is the
Oh, so it's in the DNA then.
also nuts?
I
Or...
guess so. I don't know if the teacher's nuts. He kind of looks crazy in his pictures, but I'm not going to like go stalk someone just because they're a family member of Lucas.
Yeah, we'd all be kind of fucked in that case.
That's what people accuse Kiwifarms of doing. So
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you're wondering, we will be back. Would it be Tuesday, Grandar?
Yeah, still Tuesday for now, at least.
Okay. Well, we'll be back.
We'll see after that.
We have John Morgan as one guest. As you can imagine, it's going to take a little finagling to find someone to come up with him. One last time, if you've enjoyed the stream and want to help out, we have a stream goal. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check the doobly-doos down there below. Speaking of, Krendar, what exactly, when I got buff up to have as a background thing, what do you have planned after this?
You cut out. What do I what?
What do you have planned after this?
Oh. I think I'm going to check out this thing called Moonrunner. I have not played before, but it looks kind of funky.
Okay.
We'll see what that is.
And you, Walter, do you have anything that you're working on right now?
Oh yeah. I'm in the middle of making a nice guy video, so that'll be out tonight, hopefully.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
And Red Eye, anything you want to promote?
Yeah, watch The Bearded Ramblings. Great show, apparently.
Apparently.
I like it. It's okay.
Has its moments.
Allegedly, it's a good show.
We still haven't been able to get. Let me think. Someone completely out of our. We haven't been able to get Keffels on. You know, despite all our pleading, no Keffels.
Yeah, it was.
Whoa. Why are we going into a video yet? We haven't decided what we're going to watch.
We're not going to watch. Remember, we're going to have him on just in the background. You wanted just buff. It's going to be silent buff, so it won't matter what he's doing. At least this way, he has a red outfit on. Yeah, we're going to watch buff, but we're going to listen to...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what we got to watch next week, though. We got to watch that Persona 4 one next week.
Oh, absolutely. That's fine by me. But now we have to decide with... and as for me, if you're on my Discord, you know exactly what's coming. Tomorrow, I've got to go up to Sligo to do something. So on my way back, and while I'm up there, I'll try to do some live streams, and I'll do some recordings around Ballymote Castle. I'm going to be filming around Ballymote Castle, and maybe even Sligo Abbey. And I think once a month now, I'm going to give you guys a ruins tour. I'm just going around Ireland looking at some ruins. So that'll be...
that'd be fun.
Yeah, you guys will get to decide on which ones. There'll be some practical reaches. I have to reach there in the day and shit.
How about Welcome to the Jungle?
Which
it's usually the one I play.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's a bit long because it's Welcome to the Jungle, but it's easily the worst cover I've ever heard, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other stuff in there that's even longer. So
yeah, Anima, Perplexities of Man, Rainbow Weather, Losing My Religion. Are they all just covers? Or they're not like any of his own songs?
3 of them are covers, I think. The rest are originals. Teenage Bondage is a Wern original, I believe.
Oh, okay, we can do that then.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty hot. Let's do it.
We live in a surreal world.
It's really low, though. Can you turn it up at all? Is there a volume thing on there?
No.
Oh. Crap.
You made me fall your stupid.
Wow.
You sent me to go to your boarding school.
This is the quality level I expected, yeah.
You shoved me into your adult role. I am raped and molested by teenage bondage.
Who's better?
Raped and molested.
Wow, what a
by
flow.
teenage bondage.
Who's better, him or Coles?
That is
I
some
don't
of the
know how
most
this got-
half-assed guitar I've ever heard in my life.
Someone else added the music afterwards, but
Low energy guitar.
I'm sure he was just singing with no rhyme or reason at all.
When you get super drunk and you sing the chorus.
I cannot believe
Yeah.
anything you tell me is true.
You should get booked
I
on.
am a poster boy for child abuse.
Ultimate boy for child abuse.
Oh yeah.
I am groped and dissected by teenage bondage.
Wow.
Buff loves it.
He sounds bored while he's singing this.
I was gonna say, yeah, passion. Let him scream in the street.
I don't know when he made this. It was before I started following him.
I'm definitely enjoying Buff dancing to this, though.
Yeah. I almost want to listen to another one, but like we don't know what we're gonna get, so I don't want to roll those out.
No, we have to go out on this note. We can't ruin this moment.
I want Buff to be black and white.
Black and white and dancing at half speed to this song.
Yeah. Some tracing lines going across the screen.
Yes.
It says here this was released on November 27th, 2018. November 27th is Lucas's birthday, by the way.
This was memorable.
Yeah. 4 years ago. Yeah.
Christ, time's flying.
I guess I hadn't heard of him.
Swallowed by teenage bondage.
6 lyrics.
He's a musical genius.
And swallowed by teenage bondage.
I love to hear like someone bang on his door. Hey Lucas, keep it down.
He would keep it in his take. He was pissed off.
He would.
He was not willing to edit anything out.
Yeah, I just went straight on to Welcome to the Jungle.
Bondage.
Hey!
What is this one anyway?
Come on,
Which one did you select? The Madonna?
Oh damn.
Cause I know you're gonna make everything alright.
Oh shit, calm down, dude.
My lucky
No. Never.
Yes,
Never calm down.
Broke the Earth's gravity there for a second. You saw him levitate up into the air just for a second. That was amazing.
Wait a minute. Do you think his landing is what broke that ride that we saw earlier when it fell?
You know what? We better check the timestamps here to see if there's any correlation between the two events, just to be sure.
Yeah.
I'm free. By the way, totally. I owe you some arm curls. It's too late in the stream now to do them. So next time you're on, remind me and I'll do them.
Starlight, first off, I see tonight. Starlight, Starlight, make everything alright. Starlight, Starlight, first off, I see tonight. Starlight, Starlight, yeah.
Madonna's really here.
Starlight, the things that you do to me, baby. You are mine. Starlight, Starlight.
Still a better cover than Lucas's Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh yeah.
Listen to that next week. I think we should
Leave
watch
that.
one of his episodes. Each one of his songs.
Yeah. We gotta, exercise due diligence. Be safe. We can only expose ourselves to one per week. That's the most the body can take. Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm done.
One last jump and then boom, done. Bye. All right, Buff. Good seeing you again.
always very
Lucas,
sudden.
remember to stay on your side of the room. Yeah. So see you guys, and I had fun. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.